Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Leafs Player Profiles Point Projection. It's time for the Justin Holl edition.
So I guess it's time to talk about Justin Holl, isn't it? Especially after getting that contract, $2 million per year for the end of the 2023 season. Big right-hand defenseman, 6'3", 205 pounds, only 28 years old. Drafted in the second round, 54th overall in 2010 by Chicago. Obviously signed by the Toronto Maple Leafs, and he played a top four role this past year, playing with Jake Muzzin. There was some great times. There was some dark times for Justin Holl this year. One comes to mind. I think it was Game 5 against Columbus. And of course, they dump it in, and it's only Marty Marincin back there. And Justin Holl goes, there's a Blue Jacket going to that puck, and it's Martin Marincin, but I think I'll go for a change now. And you do not leave Martin Marincin all by his lonesome in the defensive zone, because he will not know what to do. And what does he decide to do? Yes, that's right. Nothing. He decides to be a pylon. And he just kind of goes down, not where the passing lane would be to the person. And it opens up Freddie Anderson. He has to be pass, and what's going to happen? And of course, the puck goes through his legs. Yes, Anderson probably should have been more aware of that. But at the same time, what was Martin Marincin doing? And further that, he wouldn't have been in that situation if Justin Holl would have just actually looked over his shoulder and realized, oh no, Marty's all by himself. That was some dark times for Justin Holl. Let's hope this season goes better than the end of last season. Let's get into his stats so far. Justin Holl, I guess we'll start in 2010, 2011. He's at the University of Minnesota in the NCAA, 7 points in 25 games. He goes 4 seasons for the University of Minnesota. So from 2010 to the end of 2014, where he puts up, so the seasons were 7, 11, 7, 13. So not your big scorer. That's not expected of him. But he's just a big body, right-handed defenseman, big body, coveted in the NHL. 2014-2015 plays 2 games in the AHL, but plays majority 66 games in the ECHL for the Indy Fuel, 34 points in 66 games. Then, of course, he goes to Toronto. He plays for the Toronto Marlies in the AHL in 2015-2016, 21 points in 60 games, 4 assists in 15 playoff games. 2016-2017, he's back with the Marlies, 19 points in 72 games, 7 points in 11 playoff games. 2017-2018, he's in the AHL for the majority of the season, basically all of it, where he has 28 points in 60 games. So again, he's improving. 5 points in 20 playoff games, and he has 2 goals in 2 NHL games for the Toronto Maple Leafs. 2018-2019, he only plays 11 games, and that's with the Toronto Maple Leafs, where he has 1 assist. He's basically on the taxi squad. 2019-2020, he plays 68 games for the Leafs, 18 points in 68 games. Not too bad for your first full season with Toronto. 2 goals, 16 assists. He does nothing in the playoffs, and I've already gone through my spiel of what happens there. So what's going to happen with Justin Holl? I see him as a top 4 defenseman. Do I see him as a top 4 defenseman? No. I see him as a bottom pairing defenseman. However, I think he pairs well with Muzzin. Muzzin supports him. When Muzzin's injured, that's when, shit hits the fan, I would say. But you see glimpses where, he picks up speed, he makes a smart pass, or he skates in the zone. And that's what I want from Justin Holl. And Jake Muzzin gives him that support on the back end where it's needed. So let's see my prediction for 2020-2021 for good old Justin Holl. So Holl put up, decent numbers if you think about it last season. In 68 games, he had 18 points, 2 goals, 16 assists. This year, I'm going to give him 2 more goals because he'd play more games. Again, if it was an 82-game schedule. So I'm going to be very cautious with Holl again. I'm going to, in this case anyway, like I've been with others, I'm going to go 4 goals. in 82 games. You might even get a rush goal this year. And I'm going to go 17 assists. I think he's going to be a bit more cautious, and like I'm going to be a bit more cautious with my predictions. So 4 goals, 17 assists, 21 points. I think Muzzin will get the majority of the points from the back end for that pair, but Holl will bring something to the table. I'm excited to see what he does. I'm hoping that, the end of last season kind of motivated him. For Holl, the big thing is decision making, and not getting too frantic. Now, I'm not talking Marty Marincin frantic. I mean just being a little bit calmer with the puck. Okay, very smart, just keeping it simple. Like my old coaches say, keep it simple, stupid. And that's what Holl's going to do. He's going to keep it simple. He might not put up the points, but he's going to be a solid defenseman for the Leafs. And there you have it. It wouldn't surprise me if he had more points than this. It wouldn't surprise me if he got up to 25. Just like Jake Muzzin wouldn't surprise me. Him being in the mid-30s, Holl being in the mid-20s. Sure, why not? He can do it. They can get points. Toronto can counter, and they can be the ones feeding the puck up. Let's just hope Holl makes some very, very smart decisions throughout the year. So there you have it. Justin Holl, 21 points in 82 games. Let me know your thoughts about Justin Holl. Where you see him fitting into the Leafs lineup next year. Will he be a Leaf all year with that $2 million cap hit? Only time will tell. Season hopefully starts in a month's time. Anyway, if you like this video, please click like. If you want to subscribe. Please browse the channel. I talk about different Leafs players, Leafs predictions. I even have some NHL 21 Leafs highlights in there. But again, thank you for watching. See you next time.